What is the best return on investment for home improvements? Hi, I'm Jose Medina with Keller Williams, and today I'm here to talk to you about a question that I'm getting basically on a daily basis in some form or fashion. And so it could be where I'm in a social setting and someone pulls me aside because they know what I do, and they ask me the question of, hey, does it make sense to put this home improvement in, and what's that going to do for my home value? Or it could be someone that I'm sitting down with because they're approaching getting ready to sell their house, and they want to know, should I do A, B, and C to get the house ready, and what would that do for my home value? So I want to walk through three different things. One is some caveats, some situational things, and then three, actually go through some of the more commonly asked questions that I get when it comes to home improvement. So the first thing is the caveats, which is all of this is variable, right? It depends on the current condition of the house. It depends on the current housing market. Are you in a buyer's market, a seller's market, a transitioning market? What's the competition like? A lot's going to depend on the price point, right? A first-time home buyer versus a luxury buyer. So all of these things are going to play a factor in it of what it makes the most sense. The second thing is with the situational concept is, are we talking about a situation where you're just looking to update the house, upgrade the house, but you're not really looking to sell for a couple years, right? Because that's one approach and that's one conversation that we would have. But if I'm looking at selling the house in the next 30, 60, 90 days, that's a different conversation, right? One is about enjoyment and use and on a daily basis. The other one is about what's the best return and does it make sense to do this in today's market? So it's all situational. I came across this report. It's put out by the National Association of Realtors, and they go through and they assess the best return on investment. And so when you hear this, understand that the highest thing that we're talking about gets you 100% return. So what that means is if I'm spending $1,000, that means I get $1,000 back. If you hear something that says 60%, that means I spent $1,000 and I'm getting $600 back, right? And so understand when we're talking about home improvements, you're not getting typically a multiple of what you're putting into it. So if I'm putting in $10,000, I'm not getting $25,000 back. So again, a lot of this is situational, but some of the ones that came out and kind of stood out to me on the survey was a new steel front door gets you 100%. Who would have guessed that? But a new steel front door is the highest ranking thing. So if I put $1,000 in, I can expect typically to get $1,000 back. Some commonly ones that I get asked all the time is, hey, I'm getting ready to put new windows in. What does new vinyl windows do for me? That's about 74% of your return is what you're getting. So if I put $10,000 worth of windows, I'm getting $7,400. Some other ones is adding basement living space. That ranks around 71%. A complete gut of a kitchen and a remodel of a kitchen, that's 60%. If I put $10,000 in, I'm getting $6,000. And the last one is adding a bathroom, right? Adding a bathroom into the situation, that's 56%. Again, a lot of this is going to depend. Am I going from 4 bathrooms to 5 bathrooms? Or am I going from 1 bathroom to 2 bathrooms, right? So a lot of it's going to be so much situational. Here's my suggestion is if you're looking at selling, your best bet is to sit down with a professional who knows the market, who knows the competition out there, and who's going to sit down with you and say, hey, it makes sense to do these 3 items and these other items don't make sense. If you're interested in finding out about that with your house, if you're approaching selling in the next 6 months and want to talk through that, feel free to reach out. Myself or one of my team members would be happy to sit down with you, kind of walk you through your best practice. Jose Medina with Keller Williams.